Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology horoscope for the weekend of July 26th, 27th, and 28th, 2013. I'm astrologer David Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Well, I hope you're ready because this weekend there's quite a lot happening and it's time to regain some of the control in our life. You know, it really is. We have been going through some really weird times here. The portal opened. It dropped you into this new place, and what do you do with it? Well, we are going to awake here this weekend because there is a lot of confrontation in the sky. And confrontation and challenges bring, definitely things are happening. And while the Grand Trine is breaking apart, so that crazy portal is starting day by day to fade. And it's put you into this new feeling. This new feeling that's a mystery. To unveil what this feeling is, Mercury finally, near the end of this month, by next week, comes out of the shadow period of this retrograde it was in. So we're getting closer and closer to understanding how we feel. But there is a lot to talk about. So let's start with the Sun in Leo first, which is going to square Saturn this weekend. And by the way, this is all leading for July 29th, Monday, which is shit's going down. Let's just put it that way. If things don't happen here in the next week, the forecast is just, I just can't deny that something crazy is going to happen this week, coming into this weekend and into Monday. And oh, wow. There is so much happening on the chart. I mean, it would take me 20 minutes to do this horoscope, and I don't want to have you watch this for 20 minutes. So Sun square Saturn this weekend. There's challenges. The challenge of what is this truth in our life, but there is something that's frustrating you, I guarantee you, and we have to face it, and it's deep. Maybe you don't want to expose it, right? Saturn, Scorpio, we don't want to expose a lot, and this is frustrating. It's challenging to find your happiness, even in some cold, dark position. Finding happiness when the power's out. Finding happiness when you're in a hospital bed. These are the kind of things that we are presented with in our life right now. While a new portal is open to try and understand how we feel, and the weekend presents us with not only the Sun square Saturn, but then we've got this Mars opposing Pluto, which is very intense, strong, masculine, ragey, especially because we do have Lilith, which is kind of out here. I mean, there's this deep, intense energy that can force those that are not very positive to rebel or act in a very intense manner. But I believe on a very positive note, this gives us the ability to step out of the past and into this new energy, which can be a little bit of a hard time finding the comfort in this new energy. I think that we're having to fall in love with energy that we're not comfortable with in our life, but it does present us with this new way to look at our lives and to embrace this new life and to embrace these new emotions and to get ready that this gives you the ability to catapult into this week, into this new energy and take it head on and find the passion with it. That with all the challenges we're presented with this weekend, that there are mad opportunities. The opportunity to understand this new feeling, the opportunity to follow the signs and the path that's really bringing you to more of your truth. That I think it's time for us to fall in love with whatever the challenge is in our life, because there's some really weird, mysterious meaning behind it. It's a lot like, you get stuck in traffic, or you had to do your hair 20 minutes longer because it saved you from a car accident where you could have died. That's the energy that we are presented with. And if you see the bigger picture, which I think this bigger picture is, be comfortable in whatever the feeling is. Be comfortable in whatever the circumstance is and find happiness, find joy in it. The moon in Aries this weekend gives you the courage to deal with all this. I think that as we are awakening, it's a lot like being in a plane and like awakening and it's nosediving and oh shit, let's pull up again. That there's this energy of like, oh my God, and we're here and we gotta pull up. This is that energy of regaining back your strength to pull up and to not fault on that action. I think the moon, as it comes into Aries, it trines the sun on Friday. So there's this there's the nice period Friday, but I think it's all building towards Saturday, I'll be honest. Like, things get really like, you know, presented on Saturday as we have the Sun square Saturn, we have the Moon, which is in a T-square with Jupiter, Mars, and Pluto, and Uranus. It's conjunct Uranus. This brings for all this really weird energy to challenge you and to step over your challenges and to just get through it and to be strong. And in order to be strong, you have to be courageous. You have to put your energy in. You gotta not be fearful either. That Moon's gonna square Pluto, while we have Mars opposing Pluto. There's all this Plutonian energy of rapid change that's supposed to happen into our lives, and we can't be afraid of it. We gotta step into it, and we've gotta come from a place of security though. And that's, I think, what the problem is, you know, we can come into this slumber energy still, even as we're awake. It's like, you know, when you wake from a nap and you're like, forget this, I'm going back to sleep. That's the energy that we have to overcome and get up and start to walk and move it out, walk it out, shake it off. And once you shake it off and get through these energies, get through these barriers, because we are coming into our truth, and this truth is gonna bring us into some weird freaking places, mysterious places. And we gotta face a lot. We gotta face this weekend that really cranks us out of any past energies and really cranks us into the forward movement of where this new world's taking us, where this new life's taking us. And it's taking us into weird places. And we're gonna understand how we really feel, because this has been a confusing month, confusing 4 weeks. And this confusing 4 weeks is here to try and align things up for a new chapter. That this chapter is definitely not like the last one. That was the last year. I believe that, you know, in the last 4 weeks we've stepped into a new year. And oh, what a wild time, an exciting time though. The positive is we are getting closer and closer to the real us. We are getting closer and closer to finding out what we really want in our lives, what we really desire. We're getting closer and closer to this, and we are all leading towards Monday when the sparks fly. As you just look at the 6-point star that's being built, there is all the energy of the hexagon. I mean, it is just like bam, 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 everywhere. I wonder how we will deal with this. I wonder how the earth will deal with this. I wonder how individually you'll deal with this. Just like when you come into a new portal, there are new circumstances, there's a new reality, there's a new life and how you deal with it. And there's a reason why you've been brought with these challenges to hump over, because what this presents you with is the ability to be stronger inside, to find out what you really are, what your real energy is, to tap into your heart more, and to learn to find love in any situation, even in the darkest corner, because that's true love. That's true love in yourself. That's true power. You've got to be able to walk into a room with nothing, and you've got to be able to live on a street with nothing and love yourself. You've got to be able to, when you're in a breakup, step out of that and love yourself. You've got to be able to handle all the energy of the world, of the reality, and find love the same way that the sun finds love. No matter what happens, no matter if there's asteroids crashing or planets don't make it or things happen, it's still shining. So that's what the whole lesson is to shine your brightest. And this North Node and Saturn conjunction getting closer is coming closer. You can feel it day by day as we are having to be more responsible, more strategic in making the right move in our life, opposed to rebelling into crazy energy. Even though we're wanting to rebel into this real new self, it takes the right actions. It takes not having fears, but also placing the right moves based off your deepest truth. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I'm sending you guys all my love and light. I'm here for you guys. If you need a reading, you can reach out to me, inclusiveastrology.com. And I am just here to love you guys, and I hope these videos help you. And I gotta be real, there's a lot of opportunity here, and a lot of opportunity usually comes from a lot of challenge. And this challenge this weekend is to stay in love with yourself, to face any of the fears. And we also have Venus, you know, which is interesting that Venus is finished this opposition to Neptune, and now it's gonna trine Pluto. I think there's some powerful changes in ourselves of what we're manifesting. And more importantly, some new people that are about to change our lives this week coming up. But thank you guys so much. I love you with all my heart, and I will see you guys on Monday.